Guten Tag, everybody. It's NihonTiger, and welcome back to Project Cars. I'm not even gonna try to do a German impression here, even though this is obviously a super German series. We are doing the 320 Turbo Cup series here at the Hockenheimring in Germany, and my goodness, it just wants to go crazy on me. Track view is a little bit narrower than it did in Project Cars and Grid Autosport, but man, these cars, they certainly want to kind of get out from underneath you. But this track, at least, is very familiar. We've done this one in Grid Autosport. I've done this in F1 series and a lot of the old games I used to play. It's a fairly popular track. Going through the stadium section here, back onto the front stretch. So we're kind of having to relearn how the layout is in this game. But these BMW 320 turbos are incredibly fast. It's almost, I think these are already old DTM cars. I don't know if they are or not. They may look like a little bit more like rally cars too. It could be old BMW rally cars because they are Group 5. But they're just really fast here. Come on. There we go. And this is, is this even like a shorter version of the, I think this is even like a shorter version of the one that we raced. I wonder why it feels a little bit different. But yeah, this is definitely a slightly different version of the short track than the one we've raced before. But yeah, these cars are just very powerful, very tough to drive. And we've got our car being sponsored by Gerstenfelder. I don't know if that's supposed to be some kind of knockoff of a German beer or something like that. But it's I love Hockenheimring. I like the track. The old track was kind of this crazy, probably the closest thing you have to an oval in F1. It was this crazy long, crazy fast track, and you would start just, making that first turn out of the pits, and you would get on this big long straight. And you would just fly into the Black Forest, and then you'd have all these fast sections with very tight chicanes. It was a super dangerous track for a very long time, and the reason I mentioned this in Grid Autosport. I think the reason they changed it was because there were a multitude of incidents, and they wanted to, I think, slow the cars down a little bit, make it a little safer and a little more competitive. There were multiple, crashes in some of the high-speed areas. So, yeah, they kind of neutered the track to do that. It's still an okay track. It's still pretty fun. We're doing okay. Speaking of going fast, we're doing quite okay so far. Got a little bit of time here. There we go. Nope. Slower through that sector. Like, this was, these cars are like from the 80s, so they have the aerodynamics are not as fancy as they are on modern day cars. The wings on the back are gigantic. The kind of the aerodynamic shaping on the sides of the cars are very boxy. It's if you take a look at the way the aerodynamics used to be, like, it was like big wings, boxy shapes. The cars didn't have all these little winglets all over the place. They basically shaped the body in a certain shape and said, okay, that's a fairly aerodynamic body. Maybe we'll put a wing on the back of it and we're done. And, like, the front splitters were always flat like that. They weren't these splitters where they looked like razor blades. They were just like big hunk of metal. Oh, I hit the curb there. That was bad. But yeah, it was a time of different aerodynamics and different, understandings of how, to create an aerodynamically shaped vehicle. I mean, even the cars back in the 70s and 80s, if you go take a look at them, they're all incredibly blocky, or, the way they make them aerodynamic is just that, we'll round them out a little bit more. But yeah, commercial cars wasn't really a thing that they were thinking about. So it's quite incredible to see how far technology has come in, not only in auto racing, but just in general. You see how many more cars are designed with all these little, little swoops and bumps and whatnot. And they're not designing them to be like, just aerodynamic enough to race. They're doing it to kind of get like a tenth of a second here, or a little bit more, a little bit more downforce there. It's all incredibly amazing, just kind of how far aerodynamics and technology in that regard has come. So I've got about, let's take another 9 minutes here. I'm not going to subject you guys to this, but you get an idea. These are very fast, very temperamental cars from a time long forgotten. So I'm going to go ahead, finish up this lap, and hopefully not crash into anything. Maybe get past this guy again. Yep, right here. Yep, got him. Okay. Get past him again here. And then we're going to go ahead and get to qualifying, because that's what you guys really care about, right? Right. Alright, so we have got ourselves ready for the Gerstenfelder qualifying session. Also apparently sponsored by Oils and All. I guess it's a creative name for a fictional company that produces oil. It's a weird name, but anyways, gotta warm up here. Our tires are just very, very cold, so we're gonna be liable to spin out a little bit if we're not careful. So we gotta kind of feather it around here. Like I mentioned before, cars are very temperamental, very powerful on the back end. Gotta get our tires warmed up first. There we go. We've only got 8.9 gallons of fuel to do this too. Now somebody, I don't know who, had a 46-second lap on here, which is impossible. You cannot run the course that fast in these cars. So I'm going to assume that was a timing and error glitch on the game's part, because it was 25 seconds faster than everybody else. Alright, so tires slightly warmed up, not quite totally warmed up. Here we go, lap 1. Fast car approaching. So I'm getting blue flagged. I'm not getting blue flagged. Okay. I mean, I don't mind letting the guy go by, but I gotta get my tires warmed up first. And I just said I'd do best sector one time, so I'm going to guess that he's not that much faster than I am. There we go. Through this tight chicane section there. And back out into the stadium area. Very familiar. Best sector 2 time. This should be a fast lap. Tires are almost all warmed up now anyways, so that's good. There we go. And around the final corner, it's a very tricky corner. It seems like it's a lot less tight than it actually is, so you want to go faster through it. New fast lap, yay! And then this corner seems like it's far, same thing where you think you can go faster through it than you actually can. Which is why there's all that. Oh, and we spun. Okay. Let this guy go past us. And that's what I said. These cars are super temperamental, You take one little wiggle and this thing's going off into the grass. New fast lap. All right, awesome. Didn't even realize what was going on because my timing and scoring wasn't working. All right, so that last lap that we put in was actually fast enough to get us the time that we needed. So we're qualifying on the pole for the first race in the historic GT5 320 Turbo Pan Euro Cup. That is a mouthful, man. Gotta get some tighter names for these races, guys. Can't repeat that repeatedly over and over and over again. It's a tongue twister. So let's go race. Oh, that's a nice shot. That is a nice shot indeed. And that's another nice shot of my car, too. Number 21, Gerstenfelder. BMW 320 Turbo, Hockenheimring. Let's go. We're pulling away from them. Nice. Good start. Oh, everyone gets through that first corner okay. No bumps, no... Oh, I'm gonna hit the cones. Hit the cones! I'm a madman. Got a nice little start here. A little bit of a bottoming out, but we'll be okay. Through the chicane area, once the tires just wanted to go right off there. Wanted to drift a little bit, but that's why we have all these anti-lock aid and stuff on, because we're just playing this casually. We're not trying to sim anything. Watch the curbs. Don't let the curbs be what throws you for a loop. There we go. Got first lap, clean first lap. They're way behind us. Alright. So we're doing good. Oh, that was loud. Whatever that was. Oh man. That's not a fun corner. That car just wants to kind of whip around on any of these really tight corners. It just wants to be like, nope, I'm going to spin you out. Too much power in the back end. There we go. Oh, okay. Didn't get a lap time invalidated there, huh? But we lost enough time anyways. Would have hurt us, regardless. Okay, there we go. There we go. She's trying to get squirrely on me as I hit the gas. There we go. We're clean, and we can get through, but they've caught up to us. I can hear the crowd roaring, actually. That's really cool. I think that's the crowd. There we go. It's faster still. Good. You can hear the announcer guy. It must have been the crowd. So yeah, Hockenheim gets a very, very big crowd, and we went off. Okay. Oh! Get underneath this guy. I didn't realize he was there until it was too late. I wouldn't have hit him otherwise. That was still 1.2 second sector being faster? That's incredible. We still have our lap time, don't we? Must be some nice runoff areas on this track. Alright, so... Oh, our front tire is shot. Be careful now. Fourth lap, but gotta be careful. Our front tire is very much shot at this point. I would not... Well, front left really is what's shot, so I would not expect... Oh, it was overheated. Okay, so it cooled down a little bit. That's good. I thought that's what that... I thought it meant that it was, like, worn down. I guess that's just tire temps, and it's not tire degradation. That seems to have cooled down enough. You just gotta make it through the stadium section here one more time without spinning the car. Okay, come on, just 2 more corners to go. It doesn't matter how close behind they are as long as they don't win. Checkered flag. Yeah, we got this. Woohoo! Nicely done. That was a close race. That was much closer than it should have been, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Less than a second between us. Alright, so that will get us 25 points in the historic GT5 320 Turbo Pan Euro Cup Mega Extreme Awesome Super Hard race. And we didn't have fast lap, ultimately. Yeah, it seemed like I had a 46-second practice time. That is not accurate.